Yeah, that my Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had yelling hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind state and I keep in a degree. You can label me a made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
Took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, plus we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof, kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. No, the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply. People in the street for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peep the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war with even stars. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The clean cause they need it most. Politic with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are under FedEx Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Lockett.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Powell out of the shotgun. Escaping the... And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Sam Howell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence completing it here to Marvin Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On third down, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. On first down, Howell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. John Ross, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to strike for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. William Jackson with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. A give running left, McAllister. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Howell throwing for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. (21-0) our score after 1. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence will throw. Rolling to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they go play action with Howell. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faking the handoff, Howell. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 44, Howell. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid. The reason that they drafted him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
1st down, Howell to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Howell throwing on 1st down here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit, the clock. And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.